Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of a Career Road episode of NASCAR 21 Ignition. We are at the Pocono Raceway for the PoconoOrganics.com 325. It's our first race of the Pocono doubleheader. Both of these will probably be in the same day, but I'm thinking they're probably going to be on separate premieres. As far as this one goes, we'll just quickly jump into the starting lineup. Kevin Harvick will be starting on the pole for this one. Joey Logano will start outside front row in second. Kyle Larson, that bad man this year, is starting in the third position. May have another chance to win a race this year with Kyle Busch, the other Kyle, starting on the outside in row number 2. William Byron, Kurt Busch will be in row 3. Christopher Bell, Ross Chastain, row 4. Denny Hamlin, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., row number 5. Without further ado, let's get into this race. I'm not sure how qualifying is going to be for the second race. I don't think there's actually going to be qualifying. They may do the actual inversion like they do in real life. So if we do finish like 20th, we'll at least get to start on the pole the next race. Maybe that'll work out for itself. We'll have to see how that goes. First race is going to be 325 miles, 130 laps. Hey, let's get into it. I think we could have a pretty solid run in the Pocono doubleheader. I qualified last. I don't know why I keep qualifying last when I know I have decent speed in the race car. Maybe I don't have speed in the race car. Who knows? We'll see, though. We will see. Green flag is in the air. We are underway at Pocono for race 1 of the doubleheader. Pit strategy is going to be the key in each of these first 2 races. To barrel it down into the first turn. Draft is going to be of utmost importance down these long straightaways. You can already see a lot of single file racing towards the back of the pack on that outside lane. A little bit of side-by-side action going into the tunnel turn in turn 2 as as Schneider tries to hang on in the 48 car. Take a peek 3 wide to the bottom into turn 3, but he'll back out of the gas before getting squeezed and pinched off. Obviously, dirty air is going to be a problem in this one as well, especially at the back of the pack. But the pit strategy is going to be the main focus. Can some drivers be able to make this race on 2 pit stops? If we get cautions, I think it's possible. If we don't get any cautions, I don't know that 2 pit stops is going to be the case. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a 3 pit stop strategy today. We may be short pitting some of the time to do so. We pit every 35 laps in this race. We will definitely be able to make it on 3 stops. If we pit every 30 laps, it just wouldn't be the case. We would not be able to do it. So our goal, pit every 35 laps, should get us to about the halfway point. I'm really tight in turn 3. I feel like I can hold it, and then I can't. Schneider going to go with Reagan on the outside. Right now, he's going to make the move. Pulling out a line out of the draft. 3 wide to the inside. As they side drafted each other, he was well low enough that he didn't have to side draft. He used the draft off the exit of the corner. Those 2 were slowing each other down enough. He makes the pass, and he's up to 38. I do think long run speed is going to be the mainstay for the 48 today. Again, it is a 3-stop strategy for the 48 team. And maybe everybody else is going to be 3 stops as well, but he is planning on pitting about every 35 laps. Trying to undercut that 3rd turn. We'll hop in line behind Quinn Houff down this long straightaway. Now Houff actually going to pull out a line. Schneider's going to get by Quinn on the outside, drafting behind Justin Haley. And again, he'll try it into turn 1, diving underneath Haley. 77. This time he doesn't overdrive the corner, and he'll clear Justin Haley off the exit of turn 1. A lot better than the lap before. Pulling out of line, maybe trying to shake the draft a little bit. Now he pulls back into line. Kind of being a little protective, running a bit off the wall. He doesn't want Haley to have a chance to get around him. And he'll pull the 77 to the 00 in turn 2. Got a lot of lane changing going on down into the first turn. Schneider trying to stay as low as he can, get as much clean air on the race car as he can. The contact will look like with the 53. Jones trying to side draft the right side of the 48 car. On into turn 2. Schneider's just going to have to slide back up in between the 43 and the 96 again. Oh, contact into turn 3. Stacking a couple cars up. Again, allowing Schneider to get all the way down to the bottom, but he can't quite clear the 43, and I think Jones might have gotten out of the gas and let the 48 in line. Very generous of Eric Jones that time. Big stack up. Maybe he was just trying to be patient. Not want to get involved in an accident of some sort. They're going to try to stay wide. Jones is probably going to pass the 48 right back again anyway, and he does. Schneider just didn't want to lose the top for the straightaway speed, but it obviously ended up costing him in the corner. Going to catch that clean air by going down to the apron into turn 2. Pretty good corner. He gets Jones back. He also got Joey Gase. He's inside of Cody Ware. Probably going to be 3 wide into turn 3. Not a lot of room here. A little contact with Ware. Jones is still there. Still 3 wide down the long pond straightaway. They're trying to side draft Quinn Halp, trying to slow that outside lane down as much as possible. Driving it in pretty deep into turn 1. Barely pulls clear the 96, so we got back around Dillon. Pretty racy at the back of the pack. It's just so hard to pass with this package. Everybody's getting really, really tight. Look at Schneider in turn 2. Just could not get the car to turn behind Cody Ware. Big run coming from behind now by the 96 of Ty Dillon. Not going to pull out of line. Schneider just missed the corner. Had nothing to do with dirty air that time. He just flat out missed turn 3. Dillon tried to slide up in front of him. He had a chance to, but he went back down to the bottom. Big side draft by the 48 to pull back by the 96. Hopefully the field in front of him is far enough up ahead. He should have cleaner air into turn 1 this time. Even touching the apron with the left sides is helping a little bit. He's going to push into the side of the 10 of Almirola. Barely cleared Austin Cindric. Very lucky not to turn the 10 car around. Schneider does not need a caution right now. 3 wide off the exit of turn 2 up ahead, and nearly some contact, and one car almost gets squeezed into the wall. I believe might have been the 16 of Kaz Gralla. Almirola coming off that top 5 at Nashville. Started on the pole in that race. Schneider definitely has decent speed, especially in the long runs. Good job keeping it off Cody Ware again that time. Trying to stay to the inside. Getting a little bit of drafting help off the 43 before the 43 went and blocked the 38. Trying to get the left sides down on the apron. Again, trying to pull in as much clean air as possible. His teammate Chase Elliott is struggling right now back in 28. Elliott's still in the top portion of the field as far as the point standings go, so that's problematic for him. Schneider trying to pull up. He's not going to clear the 38 car. Oh, a little contact. Alfredo came off the wall trying to side draft the 48. Instead, he made contact with him. Schneider had nobody to draft down on the bottom lane that time around. Oh, he gets into the side of Alfredo. They're stuck together in the middle of turn 1. Doesn't take much to cut a tire either. Almirola out of the inside of the 48. Not going to be able to get up around him. He's too far behind to draft the cars up the inside. Schneider had Alfredo to draft with. Into turn 2. Underneath Alfredo. Getting into the left rear. Knocking the 38 a little loose. Oh, man. Tried to slide up in line behind him. He about took him out again down the straightaway. And they'll pass him into turn 3. Oh, he's sliding way up the track, though, and he brushes the wall. Contact back down to the bottom, trying to keep the 38 car behind him. In races that we actually were running pretty well, too. That's the bad part about it. Schneider is going to be able to make a nice clean pass on Cole Custer. Hop in line behind James Davison in 28th. Schneider going to pull out a line on Davison. Elliott trying to pull out a line as well. Somebody threw a block on him. Might have been Brawl on the 16 that threw the block. Schneider's going to make contact, though, with Davison. The track he went, and that contact allows Cole Custer to make another pass. So definitely go 35 laps. Or pit at lap 35. Contact with Custer. We're going to blow right front before the end of this run. You just get so tight in the dirty air. Clean air, I know the car's not that tight. Oh, contact 3 wide into 3. It was a 43 of Eric Jones who had to lift quite a bit. He got sandwiched between Chase Elliott and James Davison. Trying to get that momentum back. Got a big run on the 15. Schneider going to look to pull out a line. So is the 43 car, though. Trying to hook the bottom with the 48. Really tight off the exit of the corner. Gonna make a little bit of an adjustment. During the next pit stop, gonna take 2 rounds of wedge. Well, that's actually kind of a major adjustment, but 2 rounds of wedge will come out of the race car for the 48. Hopefully it's not too much, but he needs just a little bit more help. Just needs clean air. The big thing here.
We'll be pitting in about 5 laps.
May even consider pitting at lap 30 this time and then just going 35 the final couple runs of the race. Just so we could get clean air, because he's so tight in the dirty air. That's why he's only gotten up to 30th, despite the fact that he feels that he is faster than everybody in this line. And then probably even that middle pack up there as well. Pulls out a line into turn 2. Nobody on the bottom lane that time. They all ran that middle to upper groove, so he'll pass Custer back. Car definitely rolls pretty good in clean air, even on the long run. So hopefully the wedge adjustment's not going to be too much of an issue. Schneider will make the pass on James Davison in turn 3. So he passes 2 cars that lap, and he'll try to draft behind that 43 of Eric Jones down the Long Pond straightaway. Jones thought about hopping on a line. One car slowed up quite a bit, which would have been Tyler Reddick. Schneider down into the clean air under Reddick. 78 of BJ McLeod stuck on the outside, but 3 wide off the exit of turn 1. Here we go for the 48. Aggressively pulls up and blocks the 15 of Davison. We'll draft with the 78 car, BJ McLeod. McLeod going to pull down and maybe throw a block on the 48 car into turn 2. Bit more contact between, I should say more contact, but a bit of contact nonetheless between McLeod and Schneider that time. Schneider trying to make these passes on corner entry. McLeod keeps throwing blocks going into the corner. Schneider, slide job in turn 3, clears the 78 of McLeod up to 26. We'll draft behind Reddick. Big run coming for the 48. Down onto the inside. Look at him go. He has some drafting help with the 9 of Chase Elliott as well. It's a 52 car of Josh Balicki who was holding everybody up. He was one of the lap cars, so Schneider now to 23rd. He's got clean air to the bottom of Elliott running the top that time. And he'll draft behind his teammate Elliott down the next straightaway. Doesn't want to speed. Pit road speed limit likely 55 miles an hour, and it is. So into the pits goes the 48 of Schneider. Oh, game. Okay. Okay. 4 tires of fuel, 2 rounds of wedge coming out of the race car to help loosen it up will be the opening adjustments for the opening stop of the day for Keegan Schneider. He's going to put on fresh tires. The good thing is he should stay on the lead lap. Hopefully, it is along pit road. McDowell, Blaney down on the bottom.
Here we go.
Schneider's inside the top 5. Pretty quick pit stop by his crew on top of the fact he's short fitted. Martin Truex Jr. in 4th place in front of him. Can he catch him though? Truex is still trying to get up to speed. Into turn 2, we know Schneider's fast in turn 2. Love the clean air down to the bottom, onto the apron. Just wants to be close enough to draft behind the 19 down the straightaways. He's close enough to draft in this straightaway. Cannot get super loose in turn 3 this time. Solid run early on. He's going to go low, try to break the draft. Blaney's going to get around him. Oh, he tried to slide up in front of McDowell, but he made a bit of contact. It was a big mistake. At least he stays in front of Haley, though. But let's get slow him down a bit more. And they're going to be 3 wide, it looks like, off the exit of that next turn. Schneider on the outside. The 7 to 42 side drafting each other quite a bit right now. Schneider guns it into turn 2. He wants to get down to the bottom so he can pit this time. He's still stuck up high, 3 wide. And he's going to have to pull down and block Kurt Busch. Well, net gain over the course of the full run was 1 spot. From 21st to 20th. Schneider pits this time. Off the exit of turn 4. Trying to carry as much speed as possible. Can't speed, 55 miles an hour. He got down just in time. Oh, no game! Four tires and fuel for the 48. In this heavily invested race, it just took a turn for the worst. Chastain just came into the pits. A couple other positions up for grabs. There's Blaney in the 12, so Schneider's up to 2nd. So with this strategy, he's up to a race high, 2nd place. Blaney's still going to have to get up to speed. And we know Schneider will short pit one more time. And I think he would be the leader right now if it wasn't for that pit road glitch. McDowell finally to the inside. He's got some help, too, with Ryan Blaney. Schneider trying to side draft the 34. He's going to go down and block the 12 now. Now he's going to drive it really flat, really deep into turn 2. Not going to be able to get around the 34. Came nowhere close. He's still holding on to 3rd, though, as he holds Blaney back. Drafting that 34 car now. Into turn 3. Running pretty low. Blaney gets by on the outside. Here comes Hamlin. Contact!
Clear.
Hamlin checked up big time. Schneider got checked up because of the contact as well. Schneider's going to hold Hamlin back through turn 3 again. Why not? Stay out another lap. Those lap cars are really holding them up 2 by 2 further back in the field as well. Schneider just trying to end this consistent bad streak. Hamlin to the bottom. Schneider lets him go. He almost ran into the side of him. Hamlin drove it in really deep. May stay out to lap 85, only because he's got about 3 seconds back to Logano. Every lap he stays out, it's obviously hurting him more and more and more. It's only going to help him more and more on the next run. You're going to have 45 laps to go this time by. Schneider got really tight off turn 3. He's going to pit this time, only because he got tight. 4 tires and fuel. Did not speed into the pits. Hit 54 at the commitment line. Oh, the game is going to mess us up a little bit again. Oh, you've got to be joking. I mean, that's it. That's it. The game, we're stuck. We are stuck. Oh my god. We're stuck. Unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. Oh, we're in the pit box. Like I said, we tried to come back from a game glitch before, and it seems to cost us every time. We're definitely going 4-stop strategy in race 2 at Pocono. And we just got to hope we don't get any pit road glitches. We had 2 tonight. We came back from the first one, still had a shot. I think we would have had an even better shot, obviously, to win. Even on just a 3-stop strategy, we might not have even had to go to 4. But obviously now, well, another race in the books and another last place finish. Corey LaJoie has just won his first career NASCAR Cup Series race. What is going on? He would not have won. I mean, let's be honest. It's probably going to be Harvick, Blaney, McDowell's run. Not Corey LaJoie. No offense to Corey LaJoie or any Corey LaJoie fans out there, but he was... I mean, he had a good run because he was like 17th, 18th, 19th. He should not have won this. He should not have won this race. But that's what the game gets. That's what the game gets because... Gosh. He was 13th coming in. Now he's back to 14th. Falling further away from the top 20, or top 10, excuse me, in points. 31 points behind 10th, which is Christopher Bell right now. Even with that shot to win today at Pocono. The inconsistency is not his fault. It's not. That's the sad part. I don't think we've had a bad finish this year that was... I'd say the Daytona Road Course is my fault. I did overdrive the car a couple times, which caused me to blow a tire, and we finished 20th because of it. That one was my fault. Homestead, we had the pace car glitch, 22nd. That obviously wasn't my fault. Trying to think of the other DNFs. This is our 7th DNF now. Nashville, just the speed in general. Of the 7 DNFs, I think 6 of them have literally been the game. It has literally been the game. The game because of the glitches. And then Nashville just because of how fast the AI are there. So he did not finish in the top 10. It's only the 3rd race he hasn't finished in the top 10 this season. So his hot streak continues in 3 straight top 2s. I think Denny Hamlin closed just a bit on him in the regular season point standings, but not much. Hamlin is still about 78 points back. 2 full races. If I do my math correctly. Might be 68. 28 plus 49. Yeah, it's 78. So he's 78 points back. Which is 2 full races worth of points. I think Larson might clinch the regular season title before Daytona. He better, though, because Denny Hamlin's good at Daytona. So, again, Hamlin, Blaney. Blaney's led a lot of laps recently. Really, those 4 drivers, Hamlin, Blaney, Elliott, Reddick, they lead a lot of laps and get good finishes. I think they're bound to win a race. Keselowski could definitely go out and win a race. Maybe Kurt Busch could steal one somewhere. Benedetto's had good runs on the short tracks. Maybe. 550 track still our Achilles heel. We haven't won a full race on a 550 track. I don't think we ever have in this game. Custom schedule or this season. I think Las Vegas is the only one I won, but it was a 50% race. I don't think we've ever won a 550. Oh, no, Pocono. We did win Pocono on the custom schedule season. I forgot. Corey LaJoie, where's he at? 304? I know he's obviously in the top 30. Yeah, LaJoie would be 23rd in points, so he's pretty comfortable above 30th. So I don't think he'll fall outside the top 30. That win should put him in. 10 different winners. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. See you guys next time.